phylum Echinodermata. They exhibit secondary radial, where their body is arranged in 5 parts around a central axis. Their larvae are bilaterally symmetrical, ciliated, and free-living. Echinoderms are deuterosome. Members include sea stars, sea urchins, brittle stars, and sea cucumbers.
Sea stars. They do not possess any brain, but instead a decentralized nervous system. They have the unique water vascular system, which is only in echinoderms, is a network of water canals through which sea water circulates. This network of fluid-filled canal function in locomotion, feeding, and gas exchange. The water vascular system has 5 main canals in it. Short side canal branch from them, each canal, and are attached to tube feet. At the tube feet, there is a bulb like muscular sac called ampulla that could contract and force water to the foot, which is podium, to achieve suction power useful in locomotion and prey capture. Sea stars also can invert their stomachs, which is turn it inside out when feeding. They secrete digestive enzyme on their prey before swallowing it. Sea stars also can undergo regeneration, which is can regrow lost arm. Sexual reproduction involves release gametes into the water. Sea star structures consists of madreporide, stone canal, radial canal, lateral canal, podia and sucker, ampulla, tube feet, and ring canal.
The Ophiurida contain 2 large clades, which are Ophiurida, also known as brittle stars, and Euryalida, also known as basket stars. And today, I'm going to talk in details about brittle stars. First, the water vascular system. The vessels of the water vascular system end in tube feet. The water vascular system generally has one madreporide. The madreporide is a light-colored calcareous opening used to filter water into the water vascular system of echinoderms. Suckers and ampulla are absent from the tube feet. Next is the nervous system. The nervous system consists of main nerve ring which runs around the central disc. Most ophiuroids have no eyes or other specialized sense organs. However, they have several types of sensitive nerve endings in their epidermis and are able to sense chemicals in the water, touch, and even the presence or absence of light. Moreover, tube feet may sense light as well as odors. These are especially found at the ends of their arms. For reproduction system, a few are hermaphroditic or protandric. The gonads are located in the disc and open into pouches between the arms called genital bursa. Fertilization is external in most species, with the gametes being shed into the surrounding water through the bursal sacs. Lastly is the regeneration. Ophiuroids can readily regenerate lost arms or arm segments unless all arms are lost. Ophiuroids use this ability to escape predators in a way similar to lizards, which deliberately shed the distal part of their tails to confuse pursuers.
Next class of phylum Echinodermata is Echinoidea. Echinoidea mean a class of motile bottom-dwelling echinoderms that comprising the sea urchins and related forms. Main characteristics of class Echinoidea are roughly spherical or disc-shaped. Next, they have no arms, but 5 rows of tube feet are present around their body. They also have mouth arranged by a complex jaw-like shape. Echinoids are pentaradially symmetrical and have a water vascular system. Echinoids also have spines that used for locomotion and defense against predators. Echinoids have a hard calcareous shell made up of a skeleton of tightly packed or fused plates. Most of sea urchins live on waves that expose rocks and on coral reefs. Sand dollar live in sand and coast gravel. Lastly, for the reproduction in the most echinoids, there are separate sets and individual animals release eggs and sperm into the water column, where fertilization occurs. Tiny larvae form and live in the water column as plankton before eventually forming the test and settling to the bottom.
Now, I will explain to you the class Crinoidea. There are 2 examples under the class Crinoidea, which is feather stars and sea lilies. Sea lilies has stalk which function to anchor to the substrate, while feather stars can crawl. But feather stars have chiri which function to anchor to the substrate. Feather stars and sea lilies have ray which function for movement. They move by moving the ray upwards and downwards. They also have pinnulus for feeding. They trap food using the pinnulus.
The holoturodians, commonly called sea cucumbers, are a very unique group of echinoderms. Their axis of symmetry is horizontal, unlike other echinoderms. Tube feet can be found all over the sea cucumber, and the body wall contains reduced spicles found in shape of rods, crosses, or hooks. Other characteristics of sea cucumbers are they are bilaterally symmetrical. They are sedimentary feeders, which they feed into an amount of sand and filter out what is not used. Their body walls are soft rather than calcareous. Also, they are dioecious with a single gonad, which means that they have the male and female reproductive organs in separate individuals. The locomotory organs are tube feet or podia. Sea cucumbers have 5 rows of tube feet surround their body. The tube feet around the mouth develop as the feeding tentacles. For feeding, sea cucumber feed on tiny particles like algae, minute aquatic animals, or waste materials. They will break down these particles into an even smaller pieces, absorb the nutrient, and they will recycle them back into the ocean ecosystem. Here, we have the structure of sea cucumbers, which consists of tentacles, intestine, calcareous ring, Cuvierian tubules, tube feet, and mouth.
Zooby dooby pampara, zooby dooby parampam. Zooby dooby nache, क्यों पागल stupid man.
Zooby dooby pampara, zooby dooby parampam. Zooby dooby nache, क्यों पागल stupid man.